violence, to riots.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome to the General's Corner. Once again, I am Mike Payne, General of the original Black Panthers of VA, National General under King Rick. Now, today we have another topic for you. And that topic is, I can't even say it's police brutality, but complete police violence and murder against our Black people. That's what we're going to talk about, because we have lost, once again, a few more brothers. I'm personally tired of losing our Black men and our Black women, not only to just the police violence, but to violence in general. And the reason why I say that is because every time we tend to talk about police violence, somebody has to jump on and say, well, what about Black on Black violence? So let's talk about it. When you jump in inboxes and comments and different things like that and say, well, what about Black on Black violence when we're talking about the police murdering our Black people? This is what that sounds like. It sounds like if I'm giving a lecture on brain cancer and you want to start talking about heart attacks. That's like me talking about heart attacks and you want to start talking about kidney stones. Yes, everything there can cause problems. Everything there you can, possibly die from, if you let things carry on, whatever, what have you. But we're talking about specific situations. And both things do matter. But at this point in time, we happen to be talking about police murdering our people. So not to say that one is more important than the other, or one doesn't need to be to have the attention, but that's not what we're talking about at this time. So with the police murdering our Black people, everybody seems to want to try to find reasons, understanding, and I get it. We're looking for clarity. We're looking for the police department to be more transparent. But while we're looking for this, our people are dying over and over and over again. I'm personally tired of making hashtags, t-shirts, and going out pumping my fist. That's something that needs to stop. We've been protesting, walking streets since, the 50s, 60s. It's time for something new. To do the same thing over and over again and just to get the same result, that's what you call insanity. You can't continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. That's crazy. It doesn't happen. You have to do something different. So we look at America and they seem to respect two things. And that is, and this is just history, that is loss of finance or loss of life. I know. So now you're looking at me saying, oh, what are we going to do? Go out there and bust a couple cops over the head, start taking badges, start shooting folks. What do you expect us to do? Right? That's what you're saying. This is the thing. We walk around and we continuously say, by any means necessary. by any means necessary. Oh, we'll quote it. We'll quote Malcolm. But when are we going to determine what is actually necessary? When are we going to determine what needs to be done? How far we need to push the envelope? Because right now, it clearly has not been pushed far enough. Now, loss of finance. That takes unity. That takes us collectively getting together and stopping certain things from happening. And I mean, that takes us to go hungry. That takes us to really mobilize, get together, stop spending money, not invest in anything that has anything to do with the police. Whether it means we all stop paying taxes, whether it means we all decide to just stand outside and not go home or not leave and go to our homes. Whether that means that we all get locked up, we all get gas thrown on us, pepper spray, whatever it is. Whatever that means we need to do it. Now, we have groups out here that are willing to do it, but they can't do it alone. We need the people. We need the people to come together to make these things happen. What's going on is America does not take us as black people serious. They don't take us serious. They know they can kill this black man or this black woman or this black child, and they know all we're going to do is pitch a fit about it, walk through the streets, block up some shit, throw our fists in the air, yell no justice, no peace, while wanting peace the whole way through. They know all we're going to do is just put up some t-shirts, light a couple candles, walk away until it happens again. That's been our pattern. And until we change that and decide to rectify the problems, it's going to continue. Now, we talk about legislation and changing laws and policy and things like that. Well, that is a possibility. That's an option. But being that it takes so much time, whether we end up waiting another 4 years or another 8 years or waiting for this person to get elected because he supposedly loves black people or he supposedly marched with Dr. whoever, King or whoever. Whether we get this black person in office that supposedly looks like us, all skin folk ain't kin folk, and we know that. Whether we get these things to happen, do the laws change? And do they change enough to keep us safe? This should be something that's drastic, something that happens immediately, something that is put into policy and a change that needs to happen now. How many more? How many are we going to lose? And we just wait for people to save us. Now I know, like we said, we go out, we, do a little protest or something, yell about some shit. I get it. It's not enough. Action is required. And like I said, they respect loss of finance. But in order to do that, we must be united. Now, the other option is loss of life. America respects it. They do. And I'm always going to be real with you. I'm always going to speak the truth. I know. Yeah, y'all going to say, oh, General crazy. What do you want us to do? I want you to think of your child. I want you to think of your mother. I want you to think of your father. And imagine the police murdering them. Because the thing is, let's talk about the black on black crime. When someone in the neighborhood murders one of your family members, what do we say? Immediate retaliation. They got to get it. They got to go. They got to leave Earth. But as soon as it's somebody, government, somebody in the police force, where is the immediate retaliation? Where is that get back? And if we want things to change immediately, It's going to have to be something drastic, whether it's eye for an eye or whether it's loss of finance. So when you imagine your mother and you imagine your son or your daughter being murdered or killed by the police, what do you then do? I know we all say we'll give our life for our children and different things like that. Do we say it or do we mean it? And not only just our children, but we should do this for the entire Black community. They should know. The reason why they don't take us serious is because these things aren't happening. They know we're not willing to die for each other. Now, I'm not saying that this is something we have to do. I'm not saying that. But when they know we won't die for each other, they're going to continue to do it. Because they know we're not going to do the by any means necessary. Our necessary has stopped at protest. Our necessary has stopped at t-shirts. Our necessary has stopped at hashtags. We need to do more. So I ask and I plead with the Black community. What will we do? Will you step up? Are you ready to give your life? Are you ready to go to prison? What are you ready to do? Black community. I'm just asking questions. General out. All power to the people.
Now back to your regular broadcast.